Going to wait a few seconds to give a few more people to get a chance to get into the room. Thank you for joining and welcome. Those of you who are joining us today must be a community of change makers. You wouldn't be here if you didn't want to make a change. We'll need a few more seconds. Try to let some of our community leaders connect. Also, allow some others to join in. In the meantime, if you're in here, let us know where you're reaching out from, what community you're located in, things of that nature. Throw out some things that you may want to hear on this podcast. Also, as a reminder, keep your eye on the ticker that scrolls across the screen at the bottom, provides you with information, and keep you abreast of what we're talking about or what current topic we're on. Periodically throughout the live, it will change. So keep your eye out for information and news. Okay, again, welcome community change makers. Thank you for joining us. This is a soft opening for us as the Waymakers. I'm a part of a network of small businesses and nonprofit organizations that come together as a group for the greater good of the community. Here on these podcasts called Ignite, we're going to spark community awareness and conversations that need to be had. These conversations are things such as education, financial stability, uh, community fairs that are in your areas, and things of that nature. And other things that you all may want to address as well. The Waymakers, we are like I said, a group of small business owners as well as nonprofit organizations that come together to foster the underserved areas in our community with resources and tools to help elevate their lifestyle or to help them manage and sustain a healthy and stable, lifestyle in their community. We all suffer from different needs and that we may have, such as shortage of food, maybe a loss of employment, um, possibility of relocating and not having the tools and resources that you need to find the proper place to live that have good schools in the area for your children, as well as, like I said, shortages of food because you have a cut in pay, you have a loss in employment, maybe, you know, have fallen ill and not able to provide those types of services for yourself. So we here as the Waymakers are here to help you find those resources and get connected with the proper people that you need to connect with in order to get you the assistance that you need. Um, Before we dive into any of the things about the podcast, let me introduce myself. I'm Sweetie, your host for today. I am the owner and operator of Sisters with a Gift. Sisters with a Gift provides a platform that is designed for young women who are interested in taking some of the ideas and maybe turning them into realities, innovative and creative ideas. They may want to start a business or maybe even just to simply go from um, leaving high school and into college. We assist with things of that nature. We do mentoring and counseling, and it's basically for young women between the ages of 12 to 19. Um, Currently, we're opening up our enrollment for those that want to register for any type of volunteer services, um, not just volunteer services, but college credits, high school credits, summer youth program where you can have hands-on training through jobs. Um, excuse me. Oh, as far as and as well as becoming a part of a brand ambassador program to represent for those strong young ladies that are leaders now that will be our future leaders in the industry later on in life. It is to get you a head start on life and building and being your best self. Um, what else we have? Okay. Again, the Waymakers. They're a community of small businesses and nonprofits fostering initiatives in the underserved areas of the community for the greater good. They offer things as support in domestic violence, support in mental health, support in um, finding a safe space. Also, fostering a lot of social services for families. Um, what else do we have? It's basically just to give you a surface outlook of it. That's basically what they do. Now, their purpose is to provide a platform designed to keep the community informed of what is happening and how it affects your everyday living. Again, of course, food, maybe even shelter, um, school supplies, um, what else? And how to connect with, like I said, things that you may need, food stamps, um, housing through the housing authorities, and things such as that. Let me check the comments to see if we have any comments yet. Okay. Not as of yet. So it was just unfortunate that this was a bad weekend to actually launch due to the fact that here in Dallas, the state fair is open as of yesterday. Um, Today is the day of the Grambling and Prairie View game and the Battle of the Bands. So the high school has the Battle of the Bands um, prior to the game, which was earlier today. And I think Grambling and Texas A&M should be playing probably now, right now, probably playing right now in the Cotton Bowl at the State Fair. And of course, at halftime, they do their battle of the band, Grambling and Prairie View, as it has been for years and years, as long as I can remember. So yeah, I may have very low views as of today, but it's okay. It's okay because um I'm kind of comfortable where I am right now. My first time ever going live publicly. I go live with my family on an occasion, but they already know who I am. So silly me, and I'm comfortable with that, and that's around me because it's the first time for me here, and I'm spokesperson for not only myself and my organization, however, for the Waymakers, and unfortunately, they have not been able to join me thus far. Maybe later on, hopefully, they'll join. Um, and the thought of it was not as well organized, so of course I'm taking notes so I can fix those little quirks. Now, about Ignite, our mission is to provide a platform for underserved areas to access necessary tools and resources and opportunities. We believe that every individual, regardless of their background, deserves a chance to ignite their potential. Okay. In the near future, in our Ignite segments, we'll dive deep into issues that matter most, bringing together voices from all walks of life, discussing a variety of topics from education and career development to social justice and community activism. Our goal is to inspire, inform, and empower you to make a difference in your community. So just because you don't live here in Dallas, Texas, doesn't mean that what we do or how we do it may not inspire you to do the same. And that's how that there is a form of support as far as us as a community in itself. So today I'm kicking off a soft lunch, reaching out to those who need support, resources, and connections with the intention to build a stronger community together. Okay, let me check the comments. Okay, now with the Waymaker, our mission is to bring about a meaningful change through various initiatives and programs. With that being said, it is self-supported. Therefore, we have to pay our network fee for one. For two, we do fundraisers. We um take donations from other organizations. We have sponsors that want to sponsor some of the events or activities that we have. We also host workshops, which our workshops sometimes may come with a small fee, but again, it goes back into the program to feed our efforts. So, um, and speaking of stronger together, the Waymakers, the group of networkers that that partners together, will periodically be featured in our segment to give their expertise and maybe even answer questions that you guys may pose um, that could help in the area in your community wherever you locate. And if we can't answer those questions, we could at least point you in the right direction to where you can find the answers that you're looking for. Okay. Like I said, myself, yours truly, sisters with a gift. has partnered with this network to fulfill this mission. The partners of the network will join us from time to time, as I said before, with community tools, news, and resources. Meanwhile, you can visit them on their social media platforms. They're on Facebook as the Waymakers. They're on IG as the Waymakers with the number two together, as well as TikTok, the same thing, the Waymakers with the number two. Okay. And then for other questions, concerns, support, or even donations, you can contact T, that's the letter T, Waymakers at gmail.com. In addition to some of the other things that I've already mentioned, I want to mention the per or the purposes or for to show gratitude for your assistance. There will be a lot of different activities and events, even online, as many online as there are in person. So that will give other communities the opportunity to engage and enjoy in us assisting others. So from time to time during our ignites, which we haven't come up with a schedule yet, we have to get our schedule together to solidify some actual dates and times that we will come on, and it will be listed if you follow the Waymakers. All of the updates, all of the information that you need will be posted on one of their social media platforms. So be sure to get lock in with these communities and the same support that we have, you have. Okay, so like I was saying, they will have different things going on. There will be raffles. There will be opportunities to receive some support for your organization. That's especially for those that are partnered in with our communities. You don't have to live in the same community to support one another. There are ways to support each other through other efforts and other means. So, and that is our one of our purposes for opening up this platform to allow one another to support each other in more ways than one. Um, of course, today's episode or series was supposed to have been healthy relationships, starting with part one, love yourself first. That series, that episode is still coming. This, like I said, this is a soft open, and all of the things that we want to provide for you during this segment, we want to make sure that we're reaching people and making an impact in our lives. So we didn't want to do a rush job on it, but every fourth Saturday is the intentions on having one of the segments for the healthy relationship series. And please subscribe to this channel, share, like, comment. We want to hear from you. We want to know what you think. We want to know what you feel. We want to know what you want to know so we can help each other. Also, some of our partners within the Waymakers Network are offering different programs and activities and events for youth, family, youth and family. So stay abreast of that by again following the Waymakers. That information community, it's a community marquee board that's there weekly. The different things that are going on in the community. Some of our partners that partner with us, they are in other areas of in other states that may send in their flyers as well, on their literature as well for us to post on the marquee. Um, what else is there? So again, stay connected, stay connected. If you're not connected, get connected. Okay, and then for I'm sorry, yeah, I have to read my notes to make sure I don't forget anything. For your parents, encourage your students to get involved in some of these activities. Um, we know a lot of times that there are times you can't go to places because of the lack of transportation, or maybe even the lack of funding to be able to pay for transportation. It's okay because some of these activities and events, again, is online to serve a purpose. We want to serve a meaningful purpose to our residents in our community, and we want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to utilize these tools and resources. Mm, now, I want to mention expenses. There are few to none. It's not, it's not expensive at all. So let that not be a discouragement either. Because again, we want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to utilize these tools and resources. Um, you check the comments. Okay. We don't have any questions for the things that I've mentioned thus far. And it's okay because we may not get any questions during our live. But I hope that you all share this live so everybody can get a chance to at least make their own decision if they want to participate or not. Again, I am Sweet Pea, your host of Sisters with a Gift. And scrolling across the ticker now is my website. And my website is basically for youth, age, young women, ages 12 to 19. There are a lot of different activities and events go on throughout the year. And I would like to have some of you guys to join me and let's just have a good time. Just have healthy fun. Okay. Now there are different opportunities like job training and skill development. We offer workshops and certifications. Small business support, which provides resources for entrepreneurs, and financial literacy education, which teach budgeting and money management skills. We will have all of those opportunities there. For economic empowerment, creating job opportunities and fostering economic growth in the underserved area through some of our initiatives for the young adults, especially those that are transitioning and becoming an age where you're able to get a job. Well, and these initiatives that we're providing for you, it is you're earning while you're learning. So you'll learn how in steps or phases how to get a job, how to maintain a job, your work ethic, and more. Um, Let me kind of mention some of our partners, especially some of those that are current and active right now in our field. One of them is the Business Tribe, which provides confidential assistance and resources to those affected by domestic violence. They offer a safe space to discuss your situation, access to counseling services, and they explore options of protection and legal assistance. So the Bestie Tribe, check them out. They are part of the way one of the partners for the Waymakers as well. And then you have Love is Outreach. They provide stress management skills and support to youth and families. So check them out because mental health is important. It is very important. Mhm. Okay, as far as I can see, I've reached the end of my notes. Therefore, I think that's a wrap for the first episode of Ignite. Again, thank you for joining us. We hope we've inspired you to make a difference in your community. Join us again, um, fourth Saturday in October with the actual episode of I apologize. The actual episode of healthy relationships. Thank you again. Have a good evening.